and welcome to the Virtual Business Owners Network on Friday, the 11th of April, where our guest speaker today is Amit, and the title of his talk is Don't Get Tangled, Keep Your Website Flying. Thanks, Amit. Take it away.
Thanks, Alec. Good morning, everyone. Don't get tangled, keep your website flying. A couple of weeks ago, you might remember we were talking about website management and what it means. So Alec and I had a discussion, so it was time to kind of showcase what it means for a business in real terms. Sorry, wrong screen. I only have 45 slides. I hope that's okay. So one of the things is to stop ignoring the signs. By that, what I mean is lot of businesses I have met, especially in the small to medium space, where they like to do it themselves, and because they're busy doing other things, they end up ignoring some of the signs of a website that is falling off a cliff. So so I want to educate into, what type of signs and what to do with them. So just imagine this guy is your business website. You're ready to launch. You've just, taken the jump and gone, right, that's it. I'm going to get a website, start a business, and I'm ready to start winning customers. So there are snags that happen along the way, and that can mess up your landing. Nice, comfortable, safe landing, successful jump. And that's what this is all about. Here's a sneaky one that most people are aware of it, but tend to forget as time goes on. According to Google research, 53% of people will move on to next site or away from your page if it takes more than 3 seconds to load. So that is a very big stat that affects your bottom line, because your customers are going away from your website even before you know it. Loading speed is one of those things that we look at because it is such an important fact for SEO. If people click on your site and then navigate away, it sends a signal to Google that there's something wrong. They put it into Core Web Vitals, they put it into your search console to tell you that there's something wrong, but your SEO ranking gets affected. So you start losing ranking, as well as people moving away from your website. Just out of interest and a show of hands, do website owners here, do you know how quickly your site loads? No. I can't see everybody because of let me just go to the gallery mode where I can see more people. Okay, so mostly thumbs down. So there you go. It's a huge SEO factor. It's not just a vanity metric. Sorry. So specifically in WordPress, I'm a WordPress expert, and this is all about WordPress. So they drift as time goes on. New versions of the software, WordPress plugins, themes are introduced, and they introduce what I like to say silent glitches. These are things that might go wrong. Can anybody spot anything the matter with our little parachutist in this case?
Well, he's missing a parachute, isn't he?
other than the obvious, then more subtle one. Parts of the image are actually pixelated. So the problem is small enough, you may or may not notice it.
And his arm is behind the writing and it's hard to see it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's to show that the website is landing, so it's coming down the screen as we go through.
All right.
But you can see, actually, if I you can see around his chest and his left leg and right leg, there's pixelation going on. The reason I did that in a subtle way is some of the glitches you can survive and live, or some of the mismatches between plugin and software versions you can live with. Some you can't, just like this one. So I have seen websites going catastrophically distorted and not looking well because you missed an update or two. And missing updates and your site going offline, and if you're busy running your day-to-day of the business, you mightn't even know it's happened until customers start telling you, and that obviously has brand value implications for you as well. Then the other big one these days, and since COVID, it has been a huge problem. Just to give context to this, WordFence have reported in the last 30 days they blocked 5.9 billion illegal website attempts, login and access attempts. 5.9 billion. Now, huge number. During COVID, that was 11 billion. So, but I think 6 billion is it's not going to go much lower in my opinion, because I've seen that number before. Why do hackers want our websites? It's not first rule, it's not because of the information. They will get their hands on the information, yes, but it's not the reason why they come to you. They come to you to take up your resources, to send spammy emails, to phishing emails, set up spurious websites selling God knows what. The two most famous drugs. Sorry, at this moment, just a little sidebar. About 12 years ago, I went to the Pfizer plant for the company that I was working for, and the guy overseeing production of Viagra was called William Power. I'll let you, or as he was nicknamed, Willie Power. So sorry, back to the hacking. The reason I introduced that sidebar is because Viagra is one of the was certainly one of the most popular drugs sold on the internet. And what hackers did was they took control of your resources. They put up a spurious website to sell that and blocked your own website. What that does is, in Google's eyes, your website is now a vehicle for illegal activity, marks it down, you drop off the search results, and it starts affecting your brand. So it is important. Again, if you're not, if it's an e-commerce or regularly or website with regular blogging, then you are on it every single day. But if you're one of those people that blogs every 3 weeks and keeps a brochure website and only updates projects, you may not even know that's happened. So so in summary, steady, regular updates, speed management, and security, and we help you stay on top. What it does is it makes, in addition to that, there's uptime monitoring, so we keep an eye on the website that it's always functioning. So combination of all those factors, what it means is that your website is always working, performing for your business, and saving you time. When I say saving you time, so an average person, if you decided to do DIY on that, absolutely. But an average person works 40 hours a week for 50 weeks of the year. It's average across the board. That's 2,000 hours. Even if you spend 50 hours doing the DIY maintenance, that's at €100 an hour. That's €5,000 straight from your pocket. And that's not the price you pay to have a partner who can help you keep things on track and up and running. So, if you are doing it yourself, don't guess on speed. Use the tools that are available. I'll show you which tools. Don't skip the updates. But at the same time, do test them before launching them, because they can cause major updates are important. Minor updates you can get away with. Don't sleep on hacks. Yeah, just test your website. So in the end, the goal is to keep your website working as an important sales tool that it is. More visitors and low stress. Quick tip to test your website page speed: if you scan the QR code, it'll take you to a Google tool, and you type in your URL, it'll give you performance of mobile and desktop versions of your website. So be interested to see what your website shows up as. In that, they give you a huge amount of breakdown on what the areas of improvement are and stuff as well. And just to give you an insight into the kind of factors that Google looks at for loading speed. And for mobile, one of the Manus, you can jump in and correct the numbers if I get them wrong from memory. The LCP, the least contentful paint, as they call it, has to be less than 1 second on mobile. And on desktop, they allow up to 1.8 or 2 seconds, Manus, is it? Yeah. So your website needs to start appearing to your visitors in less than 2 seconds, according to Google. and that is a ranking factor affecting your traffic volumes. Anybody want to share results for their website?
I'm just trying it now. I'm getting more other websites open. Hang on. Oh dear.
Mine's coming up in French. Why is mine coming up in French?
Are you using a VPN by any chance?
No.
Interesting. Mine did not come up in French.
Yeah, it's in French.
Performance 64, accessibility 96, best practices 100, SEO 92. That's on mobile, if that means anything.
64 is actually good performance for mobile.
Okay.
60 to 80 is good range.
Desktop performance 82, accessibility 96, best practice 100, SEO 92.
So your SEO is reasonably okay. The speed on desktop could be the factor. What's the first one? The performance 80. That can be improved to just over 90 for good ranking. Accessibility, actually, as an extra piece of information, there's a new legislation coming on the 28th of June this year, mandated by the EU, which requires accessibility on websites. I can send the link to Alec, if you can share it in the newsletter, please. And it is going to have new controls for websites for accessibility. And it goes beyond high contrast and text sizes. There's a lot more to it. So I'll share that, the details of that as well. So that's a deadline for you guys to look at as well.
And I can see it gives suggestions as to how to improve it, but of course, this is how you can improve it, but having a notion how you'd actually do it. But at least I know what can be done.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anna, sorry, which one out of those is speed touching on you? Performance, accessibility,
The
best
performance
practice?
one.
Performance is speed.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the range? What's a good range for that?
For mobile, 60 to 80 is good, and for desktop, I think again, Manus, correct me if I'm wrong. The Google recommends more than 90.
All right, I'm not seeing anything on that at all. I don't know what's opening up when I scan it. It doesn't.
Actually, do you know what I'll do? I'll put the link in the chat as well.
Yeah, actually do that. That'd be great, Manus. Or Amit, thank you.
So these are all the things that are included as part of WordPress website management: updates, security, backups, uptime monitoring, making sure your site is up and running, because the goal is to take your core time that you can use productively in your business and leave it with you, and let a good website partner take care of all of these issues and what your website performing. And that's where the real ROI for a service like this is, and how much goes into it. So I just wanted to share that. And now I will open the floor. Oh yeah, why should you listen to me? Because I am a persistent problem solver. I go after problems like I did after this sandwich when I was tiny. And I'll open to Q&A, and if we run out of time today, do drop me an email, and I'd be happy to have a chat with you.
That's great, Amit. I appreciate that. Thanks very much.